Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome back to the Road Warrior. I don't know if I've talked about this on the Road Warrior or on the Mason Minute podcast, masonminute.com, that I do every day. But I know I've talked about it. And again, when you've done almost 600 episodes of these and, 4,600, almost 4,700 of the Mason Minute, hard not to repeat some subjects. But over the holidays, it got me thinking about trends and being trendy. And then just in the news a couple of weeks ago was the whole big thing about the new Stanley Cups or the Stanley Tumblers or whatever they're called. Whenever I think of Stanley, I think of thermos, which they used to be. But the new hot, trendy Stanley Cups that all the young girls have. I know one of my nieces, my eldest niece, Belle, she had one a couple years ago. They've been out for a few years. She had one a year ago Christmas. And man, you'd think she was holding a baby doll. And again, she's now 18 years old. But, love that Stanley tumbler. This past Christmas, my number 2 niece, Belle, who's a tween, or I guess she's technically a preteen, or is she a tween? I don't remember. She got her first Stanley and was ecstatic. Then you had all those people fighting for the pink and the red ones. That was a Starbucks Target promotion. It's crazy. But then again, I remember when Yeti was popular. I'm still a Yeti guy. And I didn't buy a Yeti because it was popular. I bought one because I wanted to carry a cup that was reusable. And I heard they were good about holding onto the ice. And as we found, I can fill it up with water 3 or 4 times before I have to even add any ice. And then you fill a cup up with ice and let it sit overnight for like 9 hours, and you come back with 3/4 of a cup of ice. So it's barely, melting at all. And that's what I loved about the Yeti, so I've stuck with it. Now, they've tried to adjust and adapt and change, and I've got lots of them. Spent a lot of money on metal cups. But the Stanley thing, while I've seen them at Dick's Sporting Goods and Ace Hardware and Target and all these places, I don't know, there was something about them I didn't like. And maybe they didn't look cup-like. They look like a big thermos without the screw-off top. Look like an old man thermos. And it's funny where people didn't realize or are just starting to realize that the Stanley Tool Company, the Stanley thermos makers, are the same ones that bring you these big tall cups or tumblers or whatever they want to call them. But I'm always fascinated with how people need and want to be trendy. I have tried to be stylish, and I use style in a very loose term. I just try to be me. I just try to do my own way and look presentable. I wear a lot of Ralph Lauren. And back when I was a teen, Ralph Lauren polo stuff was very trendy. And I got a couple of shirts, and they were very nice and didn't think any of it. As I got older and had to do all my shopping at the big man store, one of the only designers who did anything for big men was Ralph Lauren. And of those designers, it kind of fits the best for me. I mean, I think 3/4 of my wardrobe is probably Ralph Lauren. I know my shirts are for sure. And all the sweatsuits I wear all the time, they're all Ralph Lauren because they fit me perfectly. They're long lasting, they're well fitting. I mean, my wife complains. I've got some quarter zip, I don't know what you call them, quarter zip pullovers, I guess you'd call them, that are Ralph Lauren. And I bought like 4 or 5 different colors. I bet I've had them now 20 years, 25 years. A couple of them have pinholes in them, and I don't know if that's the cat getting to it or if it's a moth or something. But again, I've gotten my $100 of use out of them in 20 years' time. And I still wear them to this day. And even the ones with the pinholes in them, I may not go to work in them, but I'll still wear them out and about, especially when I'm running errands. I understand the desire to be trendy. I understand the want to fit in. But man, this current Stanley tumbler trend, amazing. Next week, another Road Warrior. No trend there. Oh, I guess there is a trend since we do it every week. Facebook, YouTube. You know the drill. Like, share, comment. Just come on back. Tell a friend if you will. We love it when you're here. We love it when we're not just talking to the ozone. When we're not just posting it on the internet and nobody paying attention, but I know you do. Back next week. Have a good one. Thanks.